Hello, my name is Pedro Ruão. I'm the founder and CEO of Omniflow, and we provide sustainable smart city solutions. So we developed a smart IoT lamppost powered by wind and solar, and it can host many applications like 5G, computer vision, and edge computing. Our mission is to transform the existing 500 million street lights that they are basically stupid lights. They consume a lot of power and they provide just a basic service, light. But they are perfect infrastructures for additional services. So in terms of impact, it's huge. We can reduce more than 90% the energy consumption from those lights and reduce dramatically the CO2 footprint of those infrastructures. So we developed this patent technology internationally. It uses the shape of this airfoil to deviate the wind flow coming from every direction into a central turbine, generating energy. But this wind flow also cools the PV panels on top and cleans the PV panels of any dirt accumulation. Also inside of the unit, we have the energy storage and all the electronics. So we receive all the information coming from the system, data like wind speed, solar radiation, energy storage capacity on our cloud-based dashboard that we developed on-house. And of course, we can also control remotely all the external applications that are located on the unit. So here you can see we open the unit and we install all the hardware needed. This is an example of using a 5G base station inside of the unit, and it's completely agnostic in terms of the hardware provider. In this case, we are looking at the Ericsson 5G base station, but it can be from another provider. So one single infrastructure with multiple services. Instead of doing all this stupid and redundant infrastructure, we can condensate into a single infrastructure that will share the power, the connectivity, and the space. So in terms of competition, we are very different because we can use the existing poles. We are an out-of-the-box ready solution. Of course, we have the renewable aspect of it. And in terms of resiliency, in case of the grid failure, all the critical functionalities will continue to work. So you can imagine with wildfires or flooding, this is very important. Our value proposition is very clear. So we can reduce more than 90% the energy consumption from a light. This means that we can pay for the hardware with energy efficiency, but then we acquire a site for different software services like V2X technologies, 5G, data, and so on. So you can see here that we are able to generate recurring revenues from those sites that we acquired from customers that go from public sector into the private sector. And some examples here. In the left, you see like a public sector example in New York, in the city of Yonkers, where we installed our project, which actually was hit by a hurricane last week. And the grid went down all over the place, but this part continued to work. And on the right side, you can see an IKEA example. We deployed the first one, and we are now expanding to another stores. We were able to reduce more than 94% the energy consumption on the light, and we did the shared revenue model with the local telecommunication operator. So here you can see the first project we did with NL in Catania. So it's not only lighting, we also included the computer vision, public Wi-Fi, and this is how we normally integrate the computer vision. It's fully integrated with up to 4 sensors, and this is very useful to do data acquisition on the street level. So here we see an example of what we are doing in San Diego with the California Department of Transportation. We are doing object detection and AI models to identify traffic jams, counting the number of vehicles inside of a parking lot, doing the smart parking, and all of this could be later on send directly to vehicles using V2X technologies. So we are now present in more than 35 countries. We are already cash flow positive, and we have strong partnerships with companies that you can see below. We have an active round of investment for 10 million euros, mainly to scale up our international team for sales and also to reinforce the software part of it. Also, we have a multidisciplinary team that is able to execute our strategy for world domination in terms of sustainability, which is our major focus. And thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation from the part of Fernando from NL.